Preecy, that time of the week again, Thursday evening, another good session of training under our belts. How has the week been so far?
Yeah, we've had a really good week. The lads have been really good. I couldn't have asked for any more of them. Their attitude's been spot on. They've just shown that they've got a desire to get back to winning ways. Obviously gutted Saturday to lose the game in the way that we did. But the way they've reacted to that's been really positive. And now we look forward to playing Bedford on Saturday.
Lots of positives to report as well, obviously, that we've spoken off camera. The first of all is Milan Lalkovic, who's now signed a contract, if you like. Obviously came on a non-contract, but his reward, maybe after 2 goals at the weekend, is a full contract.
Yeah, Milan's had a little bit of an up and down where he's been, he was really good in that first 40 minutes, got himself sent off, and then he's only been playing little bit parts. He's got his chance now. He took it on Saturday, did really well. Fantastic attitude. Just gets on with it. Waits for an opportunity. And then he was really good. He was really good again on Saturday. So we've rewarded him with a contract now, he's delighted to have that security, and hopefully he can kick on from now. Real positive to get him on board.
And at the time that people will be able to watch it, the cat's out of the bag. A new addition, Jack Griffiths. What can you tell us about him?
Yeah, Jack's a player that we've tracked from pre-season. He played for Rochdale against us in pre-season. Played as a right wing back in the second half. He played really, really well that second half, and it's someone we just kept an eye on. He went out to Leek on a dual reg from Rochdale, and we just inquired whether he was available for a loan, really, and they said, look, he's on a non-contract, and he was available for us if we put 7 days in. So we put 7 days in, spoke to him, and got him signed up. And I talked about Saturday and how difficult it is at this period to find players that are unattached, that you can do that to, who you don't have to pay for and fit in your wage bill. And Jack's definitely one of those that when we found out that we could get him as a permanent and our own player, he's had a great grounding at Stoke, been really good for Leek. Spoke to 2 or 3 managers in that league who'd come up against him, and they were like glowing praise for him. And Kyle's watched a number of games that they've played, and really pleased to get him. And he's an attacking player, really clever on the ball, got a trick, can go both ways. Another exciting wide player, sort of set in the same way as Craig and JJ and Justin and Jack Hazlers and those sort of players. He's like those players. So we're excited to have him, and hopefully he'll hit the ground running.
Away from the weekend's clash, we've just spoken about it there. Kind of everything that epitomises Chorley's the opening on Christmas Day. A lot of the lads have been talking about it as well. It sums Chorley up, doesn't it?
Yeah, look, it's a proper community club, and it's about everybody around Chorley. We do stuff right from the young kids right up to the walking football all the way through, and then people who are are maybe struggling or on their own, fell on hard times or whatever it might be, opening up on Christmas Day and giving them something to look forward to, and making sure that they've got people to mix with, and just to have some food and drink and have some company on Christmas Day. It's a really great gesture by the football club, and it just brings everybody together, and that's what a football club's about. It's the heart of the community, and Chorley Football Club is definitely that. So although we don't want people to be on their own at Christmas, but we look forward to opening up the doors and giving them something to look forward to. So yeah, great initiative again.
Just finally cast our eyes back to the opposition of Bedford Town this weekend. Where are we at in terms of bodies? Can we expect any returnees?
Well, Blake is getting closer. Obviously, he cracked his rib as well as being suspended, so he'd have been out anyway. Sampo's getting a little bit closer as well. So we'll get there. We'll get there in the next couple of weeks. Obviously, there's a bit more news with Cole. He's probably now, and I think I've said this a few times, but he's probably towards the end of all his treatments now. So again, another big thank you, because he's had a real expensive procedure again today, and he wouldn't have been able to have that without the funding that we got. So thanks again to all the people who've donated there, and hopefully we'll have some news on that to tell people where he's at next week.